This week, Josie Duggar and her family had to endure a very trying and painful time after it was revealed that she had been sent to the hospital because of an unexpected and severe medical emergency. Josie has always been regarded by people who have watched the Duggar family for years as a bright, active, and resilient young member of the family. The news of her hospitalization instantly caused anxiety among the Dover community and their supporters. According to reports, Josie was going through a serious medical state that needed to be addressed right now. And in a matter of hours, the medical staff and her family came together to give her the support and care she required. The seriousness of the matter was made clear by the official remarks made by family spokespeople, as well as by the emotional reactions of viewers and admirers who have developed a bond with the Duggars over the years. Joss's parents, Jim, Bob, and Michelle Duggar, were actively involved in making sure that from the very beginning of this issue, she got the greatest medical care available. Both parents were well known for their unwavering devotion to their families and their beliefs. They were able to console their other children, while keeping their attention on Joss's urgent demands with an amazing balance of urgency and poise. Teams of medical professionals put in endless effort to stabilize her condition. Additionally, family sources claim that the first few hours were tense and uncertain, trying everyone's fortitude. Family members allegedly took turns by establishing a circle of emotional support that highlighted life's fragility and strength by praying, holding her hand, and expressing their unshakable love at her bedside. Families like the Duggars frequently exhibit exceptional capacities for mutual support during times of crisis, as observers and analysts of large family dynamics have long observed. When faced with uncertainty, Joss's health scare provided as a sobering reminder of how intertwined family bonds may become. In addition to the family, their wider network of supporters also began to reflect as a result of the medical situation. Supporters posted encouraging remarks, reminiscing about Joss's previous accomplishments, her upbeat demeanor, and the way she has motivated others by leading a life of compassion, accountability, and faith. Soon after, social media was inundated with well wishes and prayers, illustrating how empathy and group hope can offer moral support, as well as emotional comfort at difficult times. In difficulty, health crises can have a significant emotional influence on the affected person, as well as the larger family network, according to experts in child and adolescent development. Due to the unexpected nature of the issue, Joss's parents and siblings had to quickly adjust. The incident demonstrated how kids in big families frequently grow up to be resilient, empathetic, and mature beyond their years, as they deal with both everyday routines and unique obstacles. According to psychologists, seeing a loved one's vulnerability can deepen family relationships and create an atmosphere where compassion and emotional intelligence are vital skills for dealing with life's uncertainties. Already used to striking a balance between private obligations and public attention, the Dugg family handled this situation by combining emotional support, practical decision-making, and spiritual grounding. Josie was carefully examined by a doctor within hours of her admission. Nurses and doctors kept a careful eye on her vital indicators and applied focused therapies to bring her health under control. Despite being restricted to preserve privacy, the family's openness made it possible for onlookers to understand the gravity of the situation without making it seem dramatic. Interviews with close friends and family revealed that Jim, Bob, and Michelle maintained their composure while exercising caution, relying on their years of experience handling the unforeseen difficulties of parenthood, in addition to the practicality of running a large home. Their methodology demonstrates the value of patience, equivalency, and structured assistance in times of catastrophe, offering insights that go beyond celebrity families and into more general conversations about emergency planning, emotional resilience, and caregiving. The public's response was swift and intense. Supporters' messages flooded in, with many expressing satisfaction that Joss's health was stabilizing and others reflecting on life's frailty and the value of savoring every moment spent with those you love. The tragedy spurred more general discussions on family support systems, health, and how real and virtual communities may come together to support people in need. This week, Josie Duggar and her family had to endure a very trying and painful time after it was revealed that she had been sent to the hospital because of an unexpected and severe medical emergency. Josie has long been regarded by many who have watched the Duggar family as a bright, vivacious, and resilient young member of the family, and the news that she was admitted to the hospital instantly caused anxiety among the people of Dover and their supporters. According to reports, Josie was suffering from a serious illness that needed to be treated right away. Her family and medical staff quickly mobilized to provide her the support and care she needed. The seriousness of the situation was made clear by both the official remarks made by family members and the sincere reactions of critics. Cited the Duggar family as an illustration of how mutual support, discipline, and faith can offer a framework for resolving conflicts with honor and optimism. Numerous viewers contributed first-hand accounts of comparable situations, strengthening the consensus that vulnerable moments are common and that professional care, compassion, and support may significantly impact results. Over the course of the hours, Josie's condition started to improve. According to medical experts, she was reacting well to therapy, and in a hospital setting that may frequently feel sterile and frightening, her parents were able to reassure her by holding her hand and talking to her in a familiar way. Family members' presence during such crucial times might hasten emotional recovery, according to observers, by giving carers a sense of agency and the patient reassurance. In particular, Jim Bob's role demonstrated a balanced approach by paying close attention to medical guidance while offering steadfast emotional support, highlighting the potent nexus of pragmatic action and genuine care in handling family crises. The Dover family's close-knit relationship added to the episode's emotional intensity. According to reports, siblings showed a mixture of hope, worry, and terror. Each of them makes a unique contribution to Josie's care and emotional support. Some prayed, while others performed consoling customs or just remained around to offer friendship. The family's common presence draws attention to a concept that sociologists who research family resilience frequently stress: that shared accountability and emotional unity may be just as important to healing as medical treatment. In Joss's instance, a comprehensive setting that promoted both physical and emotional healing was produced by the integration of expert care, parental direction, and sibling support. The Duggar family also had to deal with the difficulty of managing public awareness. Family representatives underlined that although they valued the prayers and words of optimism, their top focus remained Josie's health and well-being. Social media increased worry and support, but it also required cautious navigation to ensure that Joss's privacy and dignity were maintained. A crucial lesson for anyone managing a crisis under scrutiny is shown by this harmony between private care and public communication. Community support can be fostered by transparency, while protecting the physical and mental well-being of individuals who are directly impacted is of utmost importance. By the next day, it was reported that Josie had advanced remarkably. She was able to sleep soundly with her parents by her side because her health had stabilized. Everyone involved had profound moments of reflection as a result of the obvious relief and thankfulness that Jim, Bob, Michelle, and her siblings conveyed. According to reports, family members talked candidly about the anxiety and uncertainty they had felt, admitting that while, despite the unpredictability of life, the ties of love and religion offer a foundation that endures hardship. This story provided friends and followers with solace, as well as a fresh understanding of the timeless virtues of compassion, nurturing, and family loyalty that the Duggar family has continuously exemplified. Rapid intervention, ongoing monitoring, and emotional support were all crucial to Joss's recovery, according to medical professionals who commented on the case. Experts in pediatric care observed that the existence of devoted family members in conjunction with expert care frequently leads to better results, less anxiety, and a greater sense of security for the patient. Joss's case turned into a practical illustration of these ideas, showing how family unity and medical knowledge combine to create a satisfying and emotionally impactful result. The emotional impact of the event persisted as the family slowly started to go back home. According to reports, Jim Bob paused to consider his children, imparting knowledge on the value of taking care of one another, being thankful, and being watchful. He underlined that although medical crises might be frightening, they can also present chances for development, comprehension, and strengthened bonds. Michelle agreed, emphasizing the need of prayer, emotional support, and supportive surroundings in fostering psychological and physical recovery. Collectively, they presented a comprehensive picture of healing that takes into account psychological, medical, and spiritual aspects. Following Joss's recovery, Fans expressed a range of emotions, including relief, admiration, and delight. The Duggar family was cited by commentators as an illustration of how mutual support, discipline, and faith can offer a framework for resolving conflicts with honor and optimism. Numerous viewers contributed first-hand accounts of comparable situations, strengthening the consensus that vulnerable moments are common and that professional care, compassion, and support may significantly impact results. Over the course of the hours, Josie's condition started to improve. She was responding well to treatment, according to medical staff, and her parents were able to reassure her by holding her hand and talking to her in a way that made her feel comfortable and familiar in a hospital setting that can sometimes feel frightening and sterile. According to observers, having relatives around during such trying times might hasten emotional healing by giving the patient comfort and a sense of autonomy to carers. In particular, Jim Bob's role demonstrated a well-rounded strategy. Social media posts that remained consistent highlighted the family's tenacity as well as more general lessons that apply to daily life, such as the value of being composed under duress, the strength of group support, and the timeless worth of love and presence during vulnerable times. Many viewers were reminded by the story that life can change suddenly, and that how families react to the long-term emotional and relationship consequences for all those involved are frequently determined by the crisis. From an educational standpoint, there are a number of lessons that communities, parents, and carers can learn from Josie's medical emergency. First, awareness and readiness are essential. It can save lives to identify the early warning signals of a medical issue and take prompt action. Second, a key element of healing is emotional support. Being surrounded by dependable and affectionate family members is beneficial for both adults and children. Third, keeping a healthy balance between personal care and expert advice guarantees that both practical and emotional requirements are met. These ideas come together in Josie's case to create a tale of human connection, resiliency, and optimism that goes beyond celebrity culture and strikes a deeply personal chord. According to reports, Josie was resting well at home with her family by the end of the week and was progressively getting back to her regular routine. Her recuperation is evidence of the strength of love, the significance of prompt medical attention, and the steadfast assistance of a committed family. In addition to thanking fans for their prayers and concern, Jim, Bob, and Michelle Duggar reaffirmed their dedication to raising all of their children with love, patience, and faith. Despite being frightening, the scenario ultimately demonstrated the enduring power of familial ties and the immense sense of relief that follows a loved one's recovery from a life-threatening incident. When we consider this narrative, the emotional journey of a potent lesson about the connection between love, alertness, and resiliency is provided by Josie Duggar and her family. By their very nature, health crises put one's patience, bravery, and poise to the test. However, the Duggar family's response shows that even the most difficult obstacles can be overcome with grace and hope if one has faith, professional support, and an unbreakable support system of family. In addition to being a personal triumph, Josie's incredible recovery serves as a message to all viewers that compassion, an atmosphere that nurtures and cherishes life, even in its most vulnerable moments, can be created by readiness and the presence of loved ones. The Duggar family allegedly acknowledged the emotional burden of the previous days while embracing the joy of healing in the days after she returned home, taking time to celebrate minor victories. The universal reality that life's most meaningful experiences frequently arise not from grandeur or spectacle but rather from modest, intimate moments like these. Basic displays of love, concern, and presence. Despite being terrifying, Josie Duggar's experience ultimately served as a tribute to the strength of family unity, the importance of prompt medical attention, and the unwavering hope that uplifts both individuals and communities. As a result, this story leaves us with a deep understanding of resilience, family, and life. Everyone was reminded by Josie Duggar's health concern that love and care can provide a foundation for healing even in times of fear and uncertainty, recuperation, and optimism. Her tale serves as a reminder of the enduring worth of interpersonal relationships, the significance of being there and offering support when someone is vulnerable, and the remarkable influence that family and community can have when helping a loved one get through a difficult time. The Duggar family, fortified by this experience, ultimately comes out of it not only relieved but also incredibly appreciative, imparting lessons that will be remembered for years to come and serving as an example for those who observe the immense power of compassion, faith, as well as unity in action. Thank you for viewing. Social media posts highlighted the family's tenacity as well as more general lessons that apply to daily life, such as the value of being composed under duress, the strength of group support, and the timeless worth of love and presence during vulnerable times. Many viewers were reminded by the story that life can change suddenly, and that how families handle crises frequently determines the long-term emotional and relational consequences. All parties concerned. From an educational standpoint, there are a number of lessons that communities, parents, and carers can learn from Josh's medical emergency. First, awareness and readiness are essential. It can save lives to identify the early warning signals of a medical issue and take prompt action. Second, a key element of healing is emotional support. Being surrounded by dependable and affectionate family members is beneficial for both adults and children. Third, striking a balance between personal care and professional advice guarantees that realistic, both emotional and physical needs are met. These ideas come together in Josh's case to create a tale of human connection, resiliency, and optimism that goes beyond celebrity culture and strikes a deeply personal chord. According to reports, Josie was resting well at home with her family by the end of the week and was progressively getting back to her regular routine. Her recuperation is evidence of the strength of love, the necessity of prompt medical attention, and the steadfast support of a committed family. In addition to thanking fans for their thoughts and concerns, Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar reaffirmed their dedication to raising each of their children with love, patience,